What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and this is going to be the Spec Ops 15 epic boss for the villain side. So in this video, I'll show you exactly who you need to deploy for the villain side, and then the epic boss battle itself. So first things first, in Mission 1, you're going to want to choose the villain side. Now moving on to the named character deploys, first you're going to need Black Cat. The next hero that you'll need is Black Widow, so you get her for free. And last, but certainly not least CP-wise, is going to be Emma Frost. So if you have all these characters recruited, and you complete all the deploys and threats, including the regular boss, you'll see this screen. So this is going to be the epic boss fight for the villain side. The team up is Constrictor, and you'll be facing Spider-Man and Captain Britain. Now I happen to think that this fight is much harder than the hero side, but you may think differently, and maybe it just depended on which team you use. But there is quite a bit of dialogue, and I don't want to skip it just in case someone wants to read it. But since the team up is Constrictor, I'm going to leave him on my team and team him up with Cyclops. Normally these two make quite a decent team. Unfortunately, the epic bosses are immune to stun and exhausted, so I won't be able to take advantage of incapacitation, or basically for exploit stuns, which is Constrictor's level 6 ability, and it can do quite a bit of damage when set up properly. That's why I like using them with Cyclops. So maybe this is why this mission wasn't that easy for me, because I just didn't have the optimal team. You could probably bring in a heavy hitter blaster like Havoc, and maybe even someone like Deadpool for Spider-Man. But yeah, normally what I would do with this team is start out with a Mega Optic Blast. And then on my agent I also have weapons that would help with incapacitation or stun, and that Snake Eater ability. So there's the Numbing Needle, and I also have the Slugger. But at least it's a quick action, and hopefully that buff lock can help us out. It may be even more suited for shutting down Captain Britain, but I think I abandoned using it altogether after this one use. I was kind of bummed out that they are relentless, even though it makes sense because they are epic bosses. But still, I almost viewed it as a PvP battle going in. At least I have my Scrapper costume, which is going to hurt us against Captain Britain, but it'll give us a follow-up attack. And Spider-Man does protect against it, so we're going to hit him twice. First with the Slugger, and then with the Brawl. Then Captain Britain's going to get 2 turns, and he's a pretty formidable foe. Oh, and don't pay attention to which way those icons are facing. I know they're facing my way, but it's pretty odd. It just may be a glitch or a visual error. The good news is we are able to generalize him, so we don't have to worry about Enraged. Even though Constrictor is kind of seen as one of the weakest of the lockbox characters, I still think he's pretty cool, especially with the change to his distress call, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. The very first thing we're going to do is use that level 9 distress call, and it can call in any lockbox character. This time he calls in Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut's going to use his level 6 on Captain Britain. Also, since he's flanked, he gets to use a Sunday Punch, so that's pretty interesting and it's definitely helpful. Next we're going to use his Lightning Lash, and that's because we already generalized Captain Britain. And even if we didn't, we do have flanked on him, so we're going to follow up with that level 1 anyway. There goes the random item buff. It's going to be a Quantum Elixir, so it gives him an extra turn. So we're going to do a Lightning Lash, the flanked attack, and then he gets another turn. So in instances like this, Constrictor could be amazing, especially in PvP, but you would have to get pretty lucky to get procs like that. And now generally would be the time to use Snake Eater, and it would do some amazing damage against someone without Relentless. So I guess we do have Captain Britain pretty low on health, so hopefully we can finish him before his next 2 turns. Oh, and I haven't used that Slugger in quite a while, but it is proccing a lot, so I may try that out in the future, especially again with Constrictor. Now one more attack from Spidey, and we'll try to finish off Captain Britain with Cyclops, who is a blaster. Both of the opponents are getting kind of low on health, and this shouldn't take too much longer. So let's use an Exploit Weakness on Captain Britain, and then we will do a follow-up. Or maybe not. Spider-Man protects and dodges our attack. so it couldn't get much worse than that. Then he also is going to get to attack us, but luckily we dodge as well. Now with our agent, I guess we're just going to straight up try to attack Spidey. I mean, if he's just going to protect anyways, we might as well try to finish him off. That unfortunately means Captain Britain's going to get 2 more attacks. So that's pretty annoying, we're going to have to sit through those, but still, at least Spider-Man is finished. We have pretty high health, so there's no chance he's going to finish anyone. But he could do quite a bit of damage depending on if he gets that level 9 set up. Now for Captain Britain's second attack, let's see what he uses. It's going to be smashing. Now I'm hoping that he doesn't stun my team. We seem to be unstunned, but he's going to gain an extra turn. So let's see if he hits us with that level 9 Britannic. He does, but we dodge it, so I think we got pretty lucky on that one. Now on Constrictor's turn, we're just going to use his level 1, and Captain Britain still has flank, so we'll do it twice in a row. This time he procced a pretty interesting item, the Thor Valentine. But we really didn't do that much damage. Only a little over 1,000 on that second hit. Let's hope that the blaster has better luck. We'll use an exploit weakness, and no follow-up is necessary. So that's going to be the end of the epic boss battle for the villain side. Now let's check out that roulette and the weapon that we can win. It's going to be another piece of the set. And of course we can also win some psycho lockboxes. But there it is, the Britannic Scepter. It's set 4 of 4. It has Roar of Avalon, gains a Lion of Avalon, gains Roar of Valor, and restores health each time an enemy dies. But it loses a Roar of Valor each time an ally dies. It also has pressure points, so that's pretty interesting. Oh, and if you do have the Serpentine, it gains Paragon Exploiter. So that would make it much, much better, especially for damage. It looks like we're going to miss it, but we do get 10 command points, so I'm definitely not disappointed with that one. And that's going to be the end of our epic boss video for the villain side. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped. Lastly, I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Make sure you stay tuned for plenty more Spec Ops 15 videos, and until next time, good luck, and take care.